This is about young people too. I said I had something in common with Gen Zers and millennials.
Reading glasses?
Close. This is physical. A lot of them are opting to have plastic surgery on their chins to get rid of double chins.
At what age?
Young, like in their early 20s, which is really, that's when I first considered it. I've never done it. I've never actually had a liposuction.
Obviously.
I tell my wife sometimes, if I was going to have any plastic surgery, they're
Little tuck.
a tuck under the chins and around the.
Have you ever looked at yourself like that and kind of drawn yourself up?
Oh, yeah. All the time. I do that. See, I've got you can tell I'm doing it now.
Oh,
I draw it back on. Yeah, exactly. I would get a little bit of something done around my midsection.
Okay. The muffin top area that your son so cruelly called it.
That term right there is maybe the cruelest term there is. Muffin top. And that's what my son called me 2 days ago.
Yeah, that was always a bad insult for the girls.
It's an awful, it's an awful insult.
So not only is he insulting you by calling you muffin top, but he's also in a roundabout way calling you a girl.
That's right.
Yeah, he's crossing gender lines.
He does that. He does that. He tries to wind me up. And I told him yesterday after I got home from the gym and I said, I did this and that. I had outrun him. And he goes, doesn't matter. You're still fat and old and I'm young and thin. I mean, he always just puts it out so bluntly like that.
You can't win.
No.
I bet I know why young people are doing it. It's because the way they hold their phones when they FaceTime.
That was it.
And I mean,
that was it.
They FaceTime. They don't Zoom as much as adults do, but they certainly FaceTime all the time.
That was it. Because they hold it
They're holding
below.
their phones below them.
And you see it. And also Zoom. That's what they said. The two things were that and there's
school Zooming, yeah.
So many Zoom, and you see yourself. You see yourself a lot more than you usually do. And they're concerned about their chins. So those in their early to mid-20s are starting to have, there's an uptick now in plastic surgery, liposuction underneath the chin. So I tell my wife from time to time, if I was going to do any plastic surgery, it wouldn't be Botox or anything like that. It would just be a little nip and tuck under the chin area and around the
now that obviously, I think a surgeon will tell you that there are different terms. Like Botox is one thing. That's not considered plastic surgery.
No, that's not plastic surgery.
And neither is lipo.
Is it not plastic surgery?
I think people who would tell you that they've had lipo would say, I've not had any plastic surgery.
Oh, really? I always thought it was a plastic surgery.
To me, I think that's defined by scalpels and cutting off skin and tightening and stitching.
But lipo, they just go in and suck out the fat. But it needs to be tucked now. Once they suck out the fat underneath my chin, they're going to have to.
You don't want to be jowly.
I don't know. No. That's the one thing I'm guarding against, is being jowly.
I'm really worried because as Chris Demm gets older, and we make jokes, but I'm worried that when he retires, what's going to happen to you? I'm worried you're going to go off the deep end because Dave and I don't have the same control over you he does.
That's right.
So I'm worried that we'll tell you, you don't need plastic surgery, but you'll go get it anyways.
Right.
And you'll Botox.
Like a mix between Dolly Parton and Wayne Newton.
Yeah,
that may be true.
Exactly. and you will not listen to anyone like you do Chris Demm because he's set into you in your soul.
There's no question. He's so...
You can brush Dave and I aside like nothing because we'll be like, I don't know, that's going to look really bad, and you'll come back in and be like, I look great.
Notice anything different about me?
Yeah.
Boy thinks I lost weight.
God, I heard Caitlyn Jenner talking today about the difference between Kanye West and Pete Davidson, and that's what she sounded like. She's like,
I've never seen Kimberly so happy.
It's because her face is frozen.
Yeah, she said,
a lot of knife work.
I love Kanye and I really love Pete. They both think
but they're just different. But as long as she's happy, I'm happy.
That's the exact quote. She's like, Kanye was so sweet, but Pete treats her like a queen. Yeah, God. She said. Kim just became the spokesperson for Beyond Meat. She's the.
What do you know?
She's the taste.
How does she have the time? Law school, mom,
the exact
single mom.
That's right. Trying to raise some kids there. She's the chief taste consultant for Beyond Meat. She believes big. She just a quick clip from her about doing that.
I believe so much in the mission of Beyond Meat that I've stepped in to help with my greatest asset, my taste.
That's it. That's what she's got to offer. And
this might move the needle, Kelly.
You're right. This might.
You've been trying for years to move Beyond Meat, especially the Whoppers.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I've now eaten my fair share
Of Beyond Meat.
of plant-based meats.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
you can't tell.
You can't tell the difference.
If you get a good quality, if you get Beyond Meat, to me now everybody's making them. There's something called Incognito by Morningstar Farm, also really good. If you know it, you're going to be able to tell it. But if somebody just served it to you, I don't think you would know for
Are
a
you
lot
eating
of
it like in Salisbury steak form or a burger as a patty?
I'll tell you this. The best chili I've ever had, period, was a vegan chili.
Beyond Meat.
When I was down at Hilton Head Health. And it was completely vegan. It had cashew sour cream. The meat in it was simply called textured vegetable protein, but you would think it was ground beef.
Cashew sour cream.
I don't know how they did it, but
they made sour cream out of cashews.
yes, everything was completely vegan. It was the best chili I've ever had. And again, if it didn't say vegan chili,
You wouldn't have known.
you would not. I don't understand what this. It's simply called textured vegetable protein, but it tastes and looks and has the mouth. To me, everything is mouthfeel of ground beef.
It's what's for dinner.